3 months ago, Rumi Kang couldn't speak above a whisper, because an actual ancestral demon curse was strangling her voice. Real Korean shaman records show over 47 idols vanished with the exact same black patterns on their skin. Tonight, on the same stage her mother collapsed 25 years ago, Rumi rolled up her sleeves in front of 100,000 people and showed the world the scars where the curse used to live. This is the night the darkness lost. Stay until the end. Because what she said to her demon father will break you. Imagine a world where the spotlight hides shadows deeper than night, where melodies mask the screams of ancient evils. This is the story of Rumi Kang, K-pop icon by day, a demon slayer by night. But beneath her flawless stage presence lies a curse, an ancestral burden that threatens to consume her, passed down from a lineage shrouded in mystery. Today, we uncover how she broke free. In the glittering heart of Seoul, Rumi was born. To a mother who once ruled the charts, a legendary idol whose voice enchanted millions, but her father, he was no ordinary man, a demon from realms forgotten by time. Rumi, the Kandian child, half human, half shadow, her skin marked with patterns, like whispers of fate, scars that pulse with otherworldly energy. She hides them under sleeves, or smiles, afraid the world would see her as a monster. In Korean folklore, such curses are not mere tales. They speak of yagwangwi cat-like demons, bringing misfortune to those who cross their path. Shamans, the mudang, battle these spirits. With rituals to lift ancestral weights, Rumi's curse echoes these ancient stories, a family legacy of demonic entanglement. Her mother's group, the Sunlight Sisters, they too fought hidden battles, or so legends say. But the pressure of K-pop amplified it all. Idols trained for years, bodies and minds pushed to the brink under relentless scrutiny, mental exhaustion, the dark side of fame. As one expert, a former trainee, once shared, the industry demands perfection. No cracks, any flaw, like a curse, can end careers. Rumi felt this deeply, her secret weighing heavy. On stage with HUNTR X, alongside Mira and Zoey, they harmonize hits that top global charts. But offstage, they hunt demons in the shadows, wielding weapons forged from ancient lore. Their goal, the golden Hanmoon, a barrier of light, to seal demons away from our world forever. Yet Rumi's blood calls to the darkness, drawing her closer to the enemy each fight. Enter the Saja Boys, the rival band, charismatic, with voices that seduce souls. Led by Jinu, a demon in human guise, he senses Rumi's heritage, her inner conflict, whispers promises of power, of acceptance. If you embrace the curse, you could rule. But Rumi resists, curiosity building within. What if breaking it means facing her past? We delve into real K-pop history for context. Like the Kim sisters, post-war pioneers, facing hunger, pressure from invading forces, their story mirrors Rumi's fight for survival. Cultural heritage twisted by external evils. Experts on Korean shamanism note parallels. Ancestral curses often stem from unresolved sins. Breaking them requires confession, exposure. Rumi's journey begins with a vision. Her mother's spirit appears in a dream. Child, the patterns are not chains, but keys. Unlock them with truth, not denial. Awakened, Rumi confides in her bandmates. Zoey gasps, Mira reaches out in support. For the first time, she's not alone. Together, they investigate the demon realm, sneaking into forbidden portals at midnight, facing minions that test their bonds. Twist, Jinu reveals he's her half-brother, same father, but fully embraced the dark. Your curse is our bloodline's gift, he claims. Tension rises as concerts clash with battles. Fans scream for encores, unaware of dangers. Rumi's patterns glow during a live show, almost exposing her to the world. Heart pounding, she channels the energy, turning curse into strength against foes. Real-world insight. K-pop idols like BTS speak on mental health, breaking stigmas. Rumi's arc reflects this cultural shift, embracing flaws to heal and inspire. As the story builds, a prophecy unfolds. The Kandian shall shatter the ancestral veil. With allies, Rumi confronts her father. In a realm of swirling shadows and fire, he laughs. The curse binds you to me. But she declares, no, it taught me humanity. A poetic clash. Light versus inherited night. Her voice, amplified by song, weakens him. Patterns fade as she forgives the past. The curse breaks in a burst of golden light. Moon seals, demons retreat in defeat. Back in the human world, Rumi stands tall. No more hiding, patterns now faint scars. Symbols of growth, not shame. Her band thrives, music purer than before. But the ending lingers a reflective whisper. What curses do we carry in our own lives? Ancestral weights? Unspoken pressures? Like Rumi, perhaps breaking them starts with truth. In the K-pop glare or quiet everyday struggles, we all hunt our inner demons, and in facing them, find our true voice. This story leaves us pondering our heritage, the hidden truths that shape who we are. Rumi's victory reminds us curses can be broken, with courage, connection, and a song in our hearts. The screen is dark. Only golden embers drift upward like fireflies. Rumi stands alone on an empty stage. Her sleeves are rolled up for the first time. The patterns on her arms are gone. Just smooth skin and faint silver scars that catch the light. She exhales, long, slow, like someone waking from 100-year sleep, and the curse is broken. But how did we get here? Let me take you back, all the way back, to the night it almost killed her. 3 months ago, midnight rehearsal room, mirrors on every wall. Rumi alone, practicing the same 8 count until her legs shake. Sweat drips, but the patterns on her skin burn hotter than fever. Black veins crawling higher each day, reaching for her throat. She whispers to her reflection, not much time left. Her mother's old vinyl spins in the corner, a Sunlight Sisters track from 1998. The voice on the record cracks on the high note, exactly where Rumi always cracks now. Same blood, same curse, same ending coming. Phone buzzes. A single text from an anonymous account. Your father wants to meet. Rooftop. Come alone, she goes. Of course she goes. Wind whips her hair as soul glitters below. There he stands, tall horns hidden under a hood, eyes like burning vinyl. The demon who gave her half her soul, he smiles the way a wolf smiles at family. Ready to stop fighting what you are? Rumi's voice doesn't shake. I'm ready to stop being afraid of it. That was the first crack in the curse. Not power, not rage, just refusal to hide anymore. Next morning, she tells Mira and Zoey everything. No more secrets in the practice room, Zoey cries. Mira just nods, pulls out an old journal her grandmother left her. Pages filled with mudang rituals, banishment seals, bloodline cleansing. Turns out every hunter family has one. They just never dared use it on themselves. They start digging. Ancient records hidden in the basement of a closed-down shaman supply shop in Saja. Dusty ledgers listing every idol who ever vanished mid-come back, names crossed out in red, same patterns sketched in the margins. The curse isn't new. It's been feeding on K-pop's light for decades. Jinu finds her there among the cobwebs. He doesn't beg her to join the darkness this time. He looks almost human, tired. I tried to break it once, he says. Father, let me burn for 3 days straight. He rolls up his sleeve, shows the same scars, only charred black. I failed. Maybe you won't. For the first time, they're not enemies. They're just siblings carrying the same wound. The ritual is set for the night of the full moon. An abandoned theater where the Sunlight Sisters shot their last music video before disbanding. Same stage Rumi's mother collapsed on 25 years ago. History repeating until someone chooses different. Circle of salt and gold leaf. 5 microphones, like standing stones, Mira on drums, Zoey on bass, Jinu on guitar. They don't play a cover, they play a lullaby their mothers never got to sing them. Soft, slow, aching. The patterns on her skin rise like smoke. Her father appears in the rafters, furious, magnificent. Chains of shadow lash down, but every note the hunters sing is a blade of light. Every heartbeat in the room is a hammer against the curse. Rumi steps forward, looks the Demon King in the eye. I forgive you for leaving her. I forgive her for hiding you. I forgive myself for hating the parts of me that look like you. The chains shatter. The patterns flare white-hot, then lift off her skin like burning paper. They swirl into the air, form wings for one impossible second, then dissolve into sparks. Her father screams, not in rage, but in something like relief, and vanishes. Silence. Then the soft sound of Rumi breathing, really breathing. No weight on her chest for the first time in 22 years. The theater lights flicker back on. Her scars glint silver, beautiful, earned. Mira hugs her so hard they both fall over. Zoey is sobbing into Jinu's shoulder. Even Jinu smiles, small, stunned, free in his own way. Cut to the final concert. HUNTR X on the Olympic Stadium stage, 100,000 light sticks waving like a galaxy. Rumi steps to the edge, sleeves pushed up, scars shining under the strobes. The crowd roars, not because they know the story, but because they feel the truth when they see it. She lifts the mic. This song is for every part of us we were told to hide. The first note leaves her mouth pure, unafraid, completely hers. And somewhere in the darkness beyond the stage lights, an ancient curse, finally, fully, lets go. So if you ever feel something heavy in your blood, you didn't ask for. If the mirror sometimes shows a stranger wearing your face. Remember Rumi Kang on that rooftop. Remember her refusing to be ashamed. The curse only wins if you keep it secret. The lights come up slow, one single golden spot. Rumi stands dead center on an empty stage. Sleeves rolled high, skin bare, no black veins, no glowing patterns, only faint silver lines, like lightning frozen mid-flish. She breathes in, the whole stadium breathes with her. Then she smiles, small, real, unstoppable. The ancestral curse is broken. But endings only hit hard when you know how close we came to losing her. Let me take you back. Back before the wings, before the silver scars, before the night the sky itself cracked open with light. 3 months earlier, 2:17 a.m. dorm bathroom, lights off, phone flashlight under her chin. Rumi staring at her reflection like it's a stranger trying to crawl out of the mirror. The patterns have reached her collarbone now, black rivers pulsing in time with her heartbeat. She whispers, voice cracking, "I can't do this much longer." Her mother's old cassette player on the sink, Sunlight Sisters' last single, the one that never got released. Her mother's voice, 25 and terrified, singing the bridge Rumi can't hit anymore. Same blood, same choke, same ending coming fast. Phone vibrates, unknown number. One line. He's waiting on the roof. "Come alone, or the curse finishes tonight." She goes. Hood up, mask on, heart hammering louder than soul traffic. Rooftop wind cuts like knives. There he is, her father. Not the bedtime story version, the real one. Horns, low eyes, burning red vinyl, suit tailored from midnight itself. He opens his arms like a proud dad at graduation. Time to come home, little star. Rumi's knees almost buckle. Not from fear, from recognition. Half her face is his. Half her voice is his. She hates how much she understands him. That night, she doesn't fight. She listens. And the curse tightens like it's happy to be named. Next morning, she's late to practice. First time ever. Mira notices the new black lines peeking from her cuffs. Zoey pretends not to cry. Rumi finally says it out loud. "I'm dying," slowly from the inside. Silence, thicker than any bass drum. Then Mira slams her drumsticks down. Not on my watch. They break into the closed shaman library in Jongno at 3 a.m. Dust older than K-pop itself. Ledgers of idols who disappeared mid-tour, same patterns sketched in blood ink margins. The curse isn't personal, it's industry-wide. A tax paid in light for every spotlight stolen from the dark. Jinu shows up at dawn, not to fight, to warn. He rolls up his sleeve, charred scars, failed attempt. I tried to cut it out of me. Father just laughed and poured more in. For the first time, they looked like siblings. Same tired eyes, same war inside the bones. They choose the night of the blood moon. Location, the abandoned theater where Sunlight Sisters filmed their final MV, same stage. Rumi's mother collapsed mid-performance, history looping until someone dares to rewrite the chorus. Circle of salt, gold leaf, 5 microphones, like altar candles. Mira on drums, Zoey on bass, Jinu, reluctant, on guitar. They don't play a banger, they play the lullaby no one ever sang them. Soft, slow, heartbreaking. The patterns lift off her skin like smoke. Her father descends from the rafters, chains of shadow whipping. The music doesn't stop. Every note, a blade. Every harmony, a shield. Rumi steps into the center, looks straight up at the monster who helped make her voice steady for the first time in years. "I forgive you for leaving her alone with me. I forgive her for teaching me to hate you in me. I forgive me for believing either of you defined me." The chains snap like cheap plastic. The patterns ignite. White fire, wings for one impossible second, then explode into silent sparks. Her father doesn't scream. He exhales, centuries of hunger leaving him all at once, and fades. The theater lights flicker back to life. Rumi stands in the sudden quiet, skin clean, scars, silver, shining, proud. Mira tackles her, Zoey wails into her shoulder. Even Jinu lets one tear fall, shocked at himself. 3 weeks later, Olympic Stadium, HUNTR X comeback stage. 100,000 light. Rumi walks to the edge, sleeves high, scars catching every flash. Crowd loses its mind before she even sings. She lifts the mic. This one's for the parts of us we were told to erase first. Note leaves her mouth untouched by any shadow, pure, human, free, and somewhere far below the stage. In the dark, every idol learns to fear. An ancient curse finally loosens its fingers and lets the light win. So if you ever feel something coiled in your blood you didn't choose, if the mirror sometimes shows a monster wearing your smile, remember Rumi Kang on that rooftop, refusing to bow. Speak the secret, sing the scar, forgive the parts that scare you. The curse only keeps its grip if you keep it in the dark. The lights come back up, golden, soft, real. Rumi is alone on the stage, sleeves pushed past her elbows, skin bare for the first time in 22 years, no black veins, no glowing sigils, only thin silver scars that shimmer like moonlight on water. She closes her eyes, takes one breath that feels like the first one she's ever taken. Then she opens them again and smiles, small, quiet, unbreakable. The ancestral curse is gone, completely, finally, broken. But freedom never feels real until you remember how close you came to never having it at all. So let me take you back to the night everything almost ended. 3 months ago, 2:43 a.m. Empty practice room, mirrors still sweating from the day's rehearsal. Rumi on the floor, back against the wall, knees to chest. The patterns have crawled up her neck now, black roots pulsing under her jaw, like they trying to choke the next note before it leaves her throat. She's crying without sound, because idols aren't allowed to cry with sound. Her phone lights up on the floor. One message, no sender name. Your father is coming for what's his. Run or finish it. Tonight, she doesn't run. She goes to the roof, wind screaming through gangway. He's already there. Tall, beautiful, terrifying. The demon who sang half her lullabies through her mother's womb. He doesn't threaten. He just opens his hand and shows her the mirror of her own face. Only older, darker, crowned in horns. This is what you become if you keep fighting me, he says. Or you can stop pretending you're only human and come home. For the first time, she doesn't look away. She says, I'm not going anywhere until I know why you left her to die with your name in her mouth. Something flickers in his eyes. The first crack. Next morning, she tells Mira and Zoey everything. No pretty words, no filter. Just the raw truth. I am half demon, and the other half is running out of time. Mira doesn't hug her. She punches a wall, then pulls out her grandmother's old ritual book. Zoey starts crying so hard she can't speak, just nods like her life depends on it. They spend weeks chasing ghosts. Old shaman shops that smell like incense and heartbreak. Basement archives full of missing idol files, every page marked with the same patterns, now tattooed on Rumi's skin. Turns out the curse isn't just hers. It's been eating K-pop's children for generations. Every time an idol burns to bright, the dark takes a bite. Jinu finds them in the rain outside one of those shops, soaked eyes hollow. He doesn't say, join us. He says, I tried to burn it out of me. It only grew back stronger. He shows her the scars on his arms, black glass instead of silver. You couldn't forgive him, he whispers. Maybe you can. They choose the blood moon, the exact stage where Sunlight Sisters filmed their final music video 25 years earlier. Same cracked wood, same ghosts in the wings, circle of salt and gold. 5 microphones, 4 broken kids, and 1 lullaby no one ever taught them. They play it soft, so soft the shadows lean in to listen. Her father arrives like a storm made of midnight. Chains of darkness whip the air. The patterns on Rumi's skin rise like smoke, trying to fly back to him. She steps forward, voice shaking but steady. I forgive you for making me afraid of myself. I forgive Mom for teaching me shame was love. I forgive me for believing either of you. Got to decide who I am. The chains shatter, the patterns ignite. White fire, wings for 1 heartbeat, then scatter into a million silent sparks that drift upward like reverse falling stars. Her father doesn't rage. He looks suddenly impossibly small. He reaches out, almost touches her cheek, then lets his hand fall. and dissolves into nothing but wind. Silence, then Rumi breathes, really breathes. Like lungs, remembering they were made for air, not secrets. The stage lights flicker on by themselves. Mira is already crying into her shoulder. Zoey is laughing through tears. Jinu just stares at his own arms, with the black glasses cracking, letting light through for the first time. 3 weeks later, Olympic Stadium. HUNTR X comeback. 100,000 people. Rumi walks to the edge of the stage, sleeves high, scars catching every phone flash like stardust. She lifts the mic. This song is for every piece of us we were told to cut off. The first note leaves her mouth clean, human, whole, and somewhere deep beneath soul. In the dark that used to own her name, the last echo of an ancient curse finally lets go and turns into light. So if you ever feel something poisonous in your blood you didn't choose, if some nights the mirror shows a monster wearing your face, remember Rumi Kang on that rooftop, refusing to bow. Say the secret out loud, show the scar, forgive the parts that scared you most. The curse only keeps its power when you keep it in the dark. Bring it into the lights come back up. Soft gold, no smoke, no pyrotechnics, just one girl in the middle of the biggest stage in Seoul. Rumi's sleeves roll to the shoulder, arms completely bare, no black veins, no crimson sigils, only faint silver scars that look like someone traced constellations across her skin. She closes her eyes, inhales once deep, like she's tasting air for the first time. Then she opens them and smiles, not the idle smile, the real one, small, quiet, free. The ancestral curse is broken, dead, gone, broken into 1,000 sparks that drifted away the night the sky cried gold. But freedom only feels this sweet when you remember how close the dark came to winning. So let me take you back, all the way back, to the night she almost didn't make it out. 3 months ago, 3:11 a.m. dorm hallway, lights off, only the exit sign bleeding red. Rumi sliding down the wall, palms pressed to her throat. Patterns have reached her voice now. Every time she tries to sing, they tighten like fingers. She can't even hum without tasting blood. Her phone buzzes on the floor. One message, no name, rooftop, midnight tomorrow. Come alone, or the curse finishes the job. She already knows who sent it. Midnight the next night, wind tearing across the city, he's waiting. Her father, Horn's low coat made of moving shadows, eyes the exact red of old vinyl records. He doesn't speak at first, just holds out his hand and shows her a vision. Rumi, older, crowned, standing over a burning soul, singing in a voice that isn't hers anymore. You can fight, he says, voice like velvet soaked in smoke. Or you can stop hurting and come home. She almost takes the pen. Almost instead, she asks the question that cracks everything open. Why did you leave Mom to raise a monster alone? His face flickers, the first time he's ever looked human. That question becomes the first loose thread. Next morning, she tells the truth, all of it. In the practice room, lights harsh, no music playing. Mira drops her drumsticks. Zoey covers her mouth. No one runs, no one screams. They just move closer. For the next 6 weeks, they become archaeologists of pain. Midnight break-ins, 2 closed shaman temples, dusty police files on idols who quit mid-comeback, every single one marked with the same crawling patterns. The curse isn't hers alone. It's generational. A debt the entertainment world has been paying in blood and light since the first girl group ever took the stage. Jinu finds them in the rain outside the last temple. He doesn't try to recruit her anymore. He just shows her his arms. Black glass scars, still smoking. I tried to cut it out, he says. It grew back meaner, then quieter. I couldn't forgive him. Maybe you're braver. They picked the Blood Moon, the exact theater where Sunlight Sisters shot their final never-released MV. Same cracked stage where Rumi's mother collapsed mid-note 25 years earlier. History begging to be rewritten. Circle of salt, gold dust, 5 microphones, like standing candles. Mira on drums, Zoey on bass, Jinu shaken on guitar. They don't play a hit. They play the lullaby. Their mothers never lived long enough to sing them. Soft, slow, raw. The shadows arrive, hungry. Her father descends from the rafters, chains of night whipping the air. The patterns tear off Rumi's skin like burning paper, trying to fly back to him. She steps into the center, voice trembling but clear. I forgive you for leaving her pregnant and terrified. I forgive her for teaching me to hate the parts of me that look like you. I forgive myself for believing either of you got to write my ending. The chains explode into ash. The patterns flare, white hot, form wings for one impossible heartbeat, then burst into silent golden sparks that rise and never come down. Her father doesn't scream. He looks suddenly ancient, exhausted, relieved. He reaches toward her cheek, almost touches the place the patterns used to be, then lets his hand fall and fades into wind. Silence. Then Rumi breathes, a full, clean human breath. The first one she can remember. The theater lights flicker on by themselves. Mira is already sobbing into her neck. Zoey is laughing and crying at the same time. Jinu stares at his own arms, where the black glass is cracking, letting light leak through. 3 weeks later, Olympic Stadium. HUNTR X comeback stage. 100,000 light sticks, waving like an ocean made of stars. Rumi walks to the very edge, sleeves high, scars catching every flash, turning them silver. She lifts the mic. This song is for every piece of us the world told us to hide. The first note leaves her mouth untouched by any shadow, pure, whole, hers. And somewhere far beneath the city, in the dark that used to own half her name, the last thread of an ancient curse finally unravels and turns into light. So if you ever feel something heavy in your veins you didn't ask for, if some nights the mirror shows a stranger wearing your face, remember Rumi Kang on that rooftop refusing to bow? Say the name of the monster out loud. Show the scar. Forgive the parts that scare you most, because the curse only keeps its power when you agree to carry it in silence. Bring it into the light, the stadium lights fade to one single gold beam. 100,000 phones lower at the same time. Silence so thick you can hear a heartbeat. Rumi stands center stage, sleeves rolled past her shoulders, skin completely clean for the first time in her life. No black veins, no glowing curse marks, only thin silver scars that look like someone kissed lightning onto her arms. She closes her eyes, inhales once, slow, like she's learning how lungs work all over again. Then she opens them, smiles, not the camera smile, not the stage smile, the smile of someone who just remembered she's allowed to exist. The ancestral curse is broken. Gone, turned to golden dust that drifted away the night the sky itself forgave her. But no victory ever feels this real until you walk backward through the fire that almost killed her. So let me take you there, back to the night she almost didn't survive, 3 months earlier. 4:07 a.m. dorm rooftop, rain coming down sideways. Rumi on her knees in the downpour, palms open, letting the water burn the patterns that have crawled all the way to her throat. They pulse like living things trying to finish the job. She can't speak above a whisper anymore. Every word tastes like ash. Her phone vibrates once in her pocket. One line, no sender. Tomorrow night, the theater. End it, or let it end you. She knows the handwriting in her bones. The next night, abandoned theater in Hongdae, the one her mother collapsed in 25 years ago, same warped stage boards, same ghosts in the wings. She walks in alone. The patterns are glowing so bright, they light the room red. He's waiting in the shadows of the catwalk. Her father, horns proud now, no disguise, eyes like burning vinyl red. He doesn't smile. He looks almost sad. You're early, he says. I thought you'd run longer. Rumi's voice is barely air, but it doesn't shake. I'm not running anymore. I'm here to give you back what you left with you. That's when the others step out of the darkness. Mira, with her drumsticks crossed like talismans. Zoey, clutching her bass like a shield. Jinu, eyes wet, guitar slung low. They form a half circle behind her, not backup dancers. Family, 5 microphones, rise from the floor like flowers made of light. Circle of salt and gold leaf, already drawn. They never needed to rehearse this song. It's the lullaby their mothers never lived to sing them. They start soft, so soft the shadows lean in to hear. The patterns tear off Rumi's skin in burning ribbons. They try to fly back to him. He lifts a hand, and the chains come. Black glass, centuries old, hungry. Rumi steps forward into the circle, voice raw, cracked, perfect. I forgive you for leaving her pregnant and afraid. I forgive her for teaching me shame was protection. I forgive myself for believing either of you got to write my story. The chains shatter midair. The burning ribbons freeze, flare white, become wings for one impossible second. Then they explode into silent golden sparks that rise forever. Her father doesn't scream. He exhales, centuries of hunger leaving him like breath. He looks at her one last time, almost proud, almost sorry, and turns into wind.